hear the name Madurai, the first things that come to mind are the Meenakshi Amman Temple, Chithirai Tiruviza, Yanai Malai, Muktieshwarar Koyil, Alagar Kovil, Vagai, River, Tepakulam, Tiruparankuntram, and the Thousand Pillars. But do you know Madurai, a city whose very name echoes with history, culture, and magnificence? Madurai is a place where time seems to stand still, where every stone, every carving, every street whispers tales of an illustrious past. It's a living testament to the enduring spirit of a civilization that has flourished for over 2 millennia. Let us journey back in time to discover the epic tale of this legendary city. Our journey takes us to the distant past, to the Sangam period. It was during this era that the great Pandyas, those early rulers, laid the foundations of a thriving civilization. Their reign, spanning centuries, gave birth to the cultural and literary riches that Tamil Nadu holds dear to this day. The history of Madurai can be traced back to the Sangam period, approximately between the 3rd century BCE and the 3rd century CE. Madurai was an integral part of the Pandya kingdom during the Sangam era. Originally, Madurai was a forest known as Kadambavanam. One day, a farmer named Dhananjay, passing through the forest, spotted Indra, known as the king of the gods, worshipping a Swayambhu, meaning a self-created lingam, under Kadamba tree. The farmer, Dhananjay, promptly reported this to King Kulasakara Pandya. King Kulasakara Pandya then cleared the forest and constructed a temple around the lingam. A city was soon planned with the temple at its center. Madurai boasts a rich historical heritage as Lord Shiva himself performed 64 miraculous acts known as Tiruvilayadals. As early as the 3rd century BC, Megasthenes visited Madurai, and later, individuals from Rome and Greece established trade relations with the Pandya kings. Madurai thrived until the 10th century AD when it was captured by the Cholas, the arch-rivals of the Pandyas. The Cholas ruled Madurai from 920 AD until the early 13th century. In 1223 AD, the Pandyas regained their kingdom and once again prospered. In April 1311, Malik Kafur, the general of Alauddin Khilji, who was the ruler of Delhi at the time, reached Madurai, raiding and looting the city for precious stones, jewels, and other rare treasures. These events led to subsequent raids by other Muslim sultans in the 14th century, bringing Islamic influence to the region. However, this influence did not endure for long. In 1371, the Vijayanagara Empire, under the leadership of King Krishna Deva Raya, captured Madurai, and the city became part of the Vijayanagara Empire. It was during this period that the city experienced a revival of Hindu culture and art. Kings of this dynasty were in the habit of leaving the captured land to governors called Nayaks. This was done for the efficient management of their empire. The Nayaks paid a fixed amount annually to the Vijayanagar Empire. After the death of Krishna Deva Raya, king of Vijayanagar Empire, in 1530 AD, the Nayaks became independent and ruled the territories under their control. Among Nayaks, Tirumalai Nayak, 1623 to 1659, was very popular. It was he who contributed to the creation of many magnificent structures in and around Madurai and expanded the city, including the Meenakshi Amman Temple. King Tirumalai Nayak was a prominent ruler during this time, known for his contributions to Madurai's architecture and culture. Nayaks ruled over Madurai and became weak after the death of Tirumalai Nayak. Then Queen Mangamma, a brave lady, ruled Madurai for 17 years. Few years later, Madurai rulers tried to rule Madurai and they were ineffective because British and French people laid their foot strongly in the region. Madurai started slipping into the hands of the Britishers' East India Company. In 1781, the British rulers appointed their representatives to look after Madurai. George Proctor was the first collector of Madurai. After India's independence in 1947, Madurai continued to flourish culturally and economically.